Chapter 7, we're talking about inventory and how to account for inventory. And the topics that we need to focus on in this chapter are, to begin with, we need to think about how the concept of cost of goods sold, the income statement account related to that inventory, is a little bit different for retailers than it is for, say, wholesalers and manufacturers.
We'll go through how you determine your core competency, how you think through your competitive advantage. It's important for you to know at this stage that you need a competitive advantage. Otherwise, you can't differentiate yourself, and when you're talking to your consumer, you're not giving them a good reason to try your product over another product or to engage in your service over another service.
And it's a short list. There's only a couple kinds of contracts, a couple varieties or flavors of contract that have to be in writing in order to be real. And this is that list. The first is that the sale of property interests in land has to be in writing. You can't buy a house on a handshake. Contracts have to be in writing to be enforceable if they are for real estate, if they're for real property.
Think about it. Most organizations don't operate in a vacuum, right? We have lots of ideas, lots of projects that we can initiate, and it turns out that most organizations have in place some sort of a method for identifying which project should be undertaken.
Okay, so I'm going to overlay it. Let's just say it looks like the middle of this red thing that I've drawn here is close to the trough, so the distribution of the sample means is going to be normally distributed. Okay, so this blue line is the distribution of the sample mean.
If you have received feedback that you're really great interpersonally, so maybe you really give good performance evaluations, or you're a great motivational leader one-on-one, try to incorporate some of those skills when you speak in public. Use some of those interpersonal skills that you're so good at when you speak in public.